Hello YouTube and Twitch again. For you guys on YouTube, you're not gonna care. For you guys on Twitch, I just spent like the last 40 minutes talking about a thing I have an issue with in this game, and apparently my audio was doing this really loud crackling sound like somebody was doing bubble wrap or rubbing my mic. So, over the course of the last 20 minutes, I found out I'm using an adapter cable to hook my old GeForce X12s into my Xbox One controller, because I really like my headset. And the little adapter cord, which is one of those, like, flat cables, seems to be crapping out on me. Like, there's a certain point where if I just touch it, it spikes the audio, and I'm like, oh, it's that cord. Again, you can still buy the adapter at GameStop for like 15-20 bucks. It comes with this little boxy piece that plugs into the bottom of the controller, and then the cord that is the adapter cable. You can't buy just the cable, which is kind of annoying. I might go to some place like Best Buy or something maybe to do it. So for you guys on stream that have been watching me for the last like 20 minutes, man, this picture does not... I'm sorry, I'm also trying to make it look really good. Oh, it does kinda. Just my picture is really shrunk now that I've got the new... Alrighty, so, let me, I guess, point out what my issue is. Grind. Based on the title. Because what I was saying, and I should have, like, written a script or something, is I've spent maybe the last 6 hours, well, 7 now, trying to grind 30 items out of these guys, and the drop rate is really low, and I don't understand why. It really feels like someone in the Dark Souls dev team was like, well, what if they can't do the Covenants either because they've got no internet, or they've got crappy internet, or lag, or they just really don't want to do PvP, like moi. Well, for those people, there is a uncommon enemy, the example here being these guys, that they're uncommon, they drop the Covenant item, but it's also like super rare. They're not the easiest enemies in the world, but the drop rate is like 1 in... Oh, you shush. Oh, dang, I was not paying attention. Watching my screen, and I'm a second or so off my game. But, like here, that's the third one I've gotten in an hour, which is really lucky, because the 6 hours before I started streaming this, and I'm scrapping all that audio and video. I mean, it was just me grinding these guys, so it's not like it was good. Just, I'm gonna feel like I'm giving the same spiel twice, and my wife's gonna love that. Oh no! Oh, don't. No. And is he gonna super jump? He tried, but I watched him. Ooh, my turn. But I have been farming these guys for the last 7 hours or so, and I have gotten maybe 10 of this item, so just shy of, just over a drop an hour of those items, and in the last hour I got 3 of those, so I think I had a dry spell for like an hour and a half. I got nothing, and that seems really counterintuitive to me. Like, if you're gonna put the Covenant drop items on an uncommon enemy that does hit like a truck, that is challenging, in a game that doesn't really promote grinding. I mean, yes, people talk about sometimes some of the bosses are like beating your head into a brick wall, but there are systems in place to counter that. Okay, I do need to heal again. Those systems being, if you're offline, you can put on your Ember, you can get NPCs to help you. If you're online, you can still use those NPCs to help you fight the boss via summons, but you can also use other players, just like with the Covenants, you've got drops from these guys. But like with these, with the drop rate being so low, and the enemies being uncommon and all that jazz, I feel like it's really weird. Like, somebody said we should make it... Like, it's a great idea! And I didn't notice this problem in Bloodborne because there weren't Covenants like these in Bloodborne. I know they were in earlier Dark Souls titles, but I haven't played any of those, so I don't know. But a drop rate of 1 every 40 minutes or so is a little ridiculous to me. Especially when all I get for these, for most all the Covenants, is like you'll get a spell or a ring, which is all well and good if that's like your build. But if it's not your build though, it's just completion. And I feel like I'm being punished for not doing the PvP. Because if I kill a guy, like right now, this one comes from the Blue Sentinels or the Dark Moon Covenants. And for those, a player, like a legit player, who also has the Way of Blue Covenant equipped, has to be invaded by another human player. So that's already really specific. And you will be summoned. If you're, I think, within the level range. I don't know if it's that specific or not. Oh, just die. There. But like here, I'm getting so many drops of their gear and Titanite shards, which is also a really dumb drop here. Like, I'm getting 2 or 3 each time? Why? I mean, this is mid to late game we're sitting at. I've got 1 Lord of Cinder left, and then the final boss, as far as... I know there will be other bosses, but I mean story progression-wise, I'm getting close to the end game. So why am I getting, like, the primary years, like, kindergarten, baby level up stuff? I mean, even if I wanted to level up every piece of gear I've picked up in the game to level 3 or 4 using these, I've still got way more than I will ever need. Like, I feel like the drop rate for these is guaranteed, but then the Covenant item is super rare. I mean, I get it if it's a rare-ish drop, but at the same time... You know what? I mean, I never can one-shot these guys. Ow! Lightning knife, man. These lightning dudes just wreck me. And if I have... But like, each of these pieces of their gear sell for like another 500. Each of them drops me, what, like just short of 1,000 souls? I mean, I've gotten in the habit of every time I'm past like 250,000 souls, I Oh, I turned around too soon. But you heard that rush of air? It's like, I don't know if it's a glitch or just the game trying to help me fight this guy faster. But no, just like large Titanite I get at this point. Like make that a semi-uncommon drop. But I feel like if I was a dev, I need to either make it for every kill I don't get the drop, maybe up the drop rate a bit, or lower the base Titanite drop rate and instead give me even another couple of %, because I'm currently decked out in pretty much every piece of good luck gear I can have that isn't like a consumable item. Bam, I just added 50. So that puts me at 357. Oh, what the heck? And every 4 or 5... Oh, frick. And every 4 or 5 kills of that guy, he, like, does weird things. But no, like, as a player, I don't feel like I'm beating my head against a wall fighting bosses. Because the game has built-in support systems, and even if people aren't playing the game, or you're too over-leveled, you can summon, like, an NPC ally. Which, if worst-case scenario comes down to it, gives you that, like, an extra target for the enemy. So that gives you guaranteed time to heal, or just, like, breathing room. And breathing room is nice. But for, like, this farming, I'll spend hours grinding just these guys. And that's for one covenant. Each one apparently can drop... Like, each covenant's items can apparently drop from a specific enemy. I think the Farron... See, I'm not the only one farming these dudes. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. But these coins only last for like a minute. Here he comes. Ah, he hasn't done it yet. So I'll do like, that guy was probably the last bit of that coin I used. So unless I want to pop a coin like after every other kill, it's just not worth it. But I've made, like, I haven't even been running this farm for, what, maybe 10 minutes? And that's 86,000 souls. That's a level and a half for me right there. But I'm like, last time I wasn't even paying attention to how many souls I had, and I went down all the way to about 500,000 souls, leveled up 6 times. I mean, that's great, since apparently, oh, jeez. I went too far up. Ashes of Ariandel, that snowy world I'm having so much trouble with, is more meant to be played by a late-game character, or a person that is at least level appropriate to have fought the final boss. And that's... I'm back. Is his mic still bad? His mic sounds better. Awesome. Yay! But no, just... You guys tell me. From a playing... Like, here, this is my brick wall. RNG in this game has brick-walled me. Like, I would... Like, what the heck? I always am able to dodge through that attack, but then... It's just really strange. Like, the timing will change just subtly enough just to screw with you. You should jump off the stairs, Light. No. I'm working. And if I jump off the stairs, I'm gonna jump off that one I showed you earlier just to mess with you. Actually, I need a change of pace. So let's... let me take off this helmet. I feel like Jon Snow wearing this outfit, and I love it. But no, I get the design choice of, hey, let's make it so that the PvE people or the completionists out there can get the Covenant items. But at the same time, here comes the jump. Whee! Doo-da, doo-da. Not good jump. Actually, I need to refresh anyway. For those of you doing Blue Sentinels, this is how you get to Yorshka. The heck? And she is actually the person who I am doing these Covenant drops for right now, so it's nice that near her is also the things that I can get for her, which is cool. But, just, I know people that watch this are also gamers, so if you are watching this and you like the idea of leaving a comment or any kind of support, let me know. What would you have done different? Like me, I would make it so after every kill of an enemy that has a Covenant item drop as a potential drop, also give it an increased drop chance of the Covenant item. Because they should not be... Like, I get if maybe these guys have, like, a special weapon, or, like, their full armor set. Like, I shouldn't have 50 sets of armor. Like, the Mimic helmet had a... It increases drop rate, so I understand why it would be rare. But it should not be more common a drop. I mean, yes, Mimics are a super rare enemy. You can't just farm them. Oh. But the drop itself feels like it was maybe a 1 in 10 kind of chance, because I now have 2 of it. And I know there are ways to farm it, but I didn't. And I didn't have my covetous gold ring yet, so I was using just the Crystal Sage's rapier. So that's 157 find. So I should not... See? Super jump! I mean, Titanite shards, I have like almost 500 of those now. I don't need that many. But like every 50... No. Yeah. Every 50 Titanite shards, I get like a 1 Covenant item. So that's, what, maybe 25 runs? Because sometimes they don't drop those. And maybe that's how it works. Like, after every X number of other drops, it's like, well, here you go. Just, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't... Like, me grinding these guys is also giving me a butt ton of souls, which is letting me level way too often, I feel like. I mean, it's fine. Like I said, Ashes of Ariandel is meant for, like, anywhere from 80 to, like, 130, apparently, is the level for, like, the final boss-ish of the game. Apparently, the IGN guys fought... Okay, yeah, the picture looks a little better this time, too. I don't know what it was about. Like, the cable was bad, but I think even the video was getting wonky. And I haven't dropped any frames, so yay. It's weird. Whee! whiffs everywhere. But like, look, that's the 5th or 6th helmet. And again, that's if I don't want to do... Like, sunlight metals are easy if you haven't grinded a lot. Because the way the sunlight metal works is if you are within another person's, like, level-ish, you can set down, like, the little soapstone thing and be able to help somebody fight a boss. If the two of you succeed in fighting the boss, cool. I already killed him, didn't I? Well, shoot. Since I'm up here anyway, I'll fight this dude. Because I'm... Oh, crap, he's red. No. No. Oh, he hurts. I don't like you. Please die. Please drop me what I want. Nope. I mean, I need large Titanite to get up to, like, level 6 weaponry. But by the time you're at this point in the game, you have already found 1 or 2 decent weapons you like. And they're each level, like, 4 to 6. Like me, I have, like, a level... I think my twin blades are, like, level 8. But I'm at the point where I'm like, some enemies, they're just not doing the damage I need them to do. So... I mean, a place like this is great. I'm grinding these guys for an item while at the same time getting XP, so... Like, 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. But at the same time, what if I just want the Covenant item? I mean, what happens if I'm in... Like, I need to go and get the Farron item, and I have to go to a very low-level area to grab them, which I do. I need to fight those Gru guys with the spears and the poison and whoop. But at that point, it's like, is it worth it? I'll be getting like 50 souls a kill. Woohoo! Yay! But actually, I think their drop rate for the items are a lot easier. Come on, buddy. Will you super jump? I don't know if you super jump. No, I think you just keep up with me. But see, this guy never changes up, really, his attack style. So, he's fine. Spear dude, like, sometimes he'll switch up his style and there's this really quick attack that looks like 90% of his moves. Ooh, jeez. If I had the ability, that'd be a slow-mo kind of option. Because you saw that spear was inches away from the back of my character. That was... But see, I'm getting, like, triple drops from these guys, but I haven't found another proof of Covenant-kept item for a while. And I need 30? Like, you can watch The Completionist, and he's like, ugh. Like, he hates that system. And I get why. The game's got a very nice pace. I mean, yes, I can understand if you're not using a guide, you have no idea where to go next. I mean, there were a couple of bosses that because I wasn't looking at a boss, I almost completely, entirely skipped. Like, the Crystal Sage is an optional boss. Didn't even know I had walked right past the way to fight him. Oops. And then I was like, okay, there's a couple items I'm trying to get, and my drop rate is cruddy. How are some ways I can up my drop rate? And every build was like, the Crystal Sage's Rapier. I'm like, where is that? What is that? Let me go on the Fextra Life wiki, and it's like, oh yeah, you get from turning in the soul of the Crystal Sage. I'm like, who the heck is that? It's like, you fight him super early in the game. I'm like, where is this guy? Why have I not fought him? Ah. Okay, I'll just do the regular. I was gonna try and go for that backstab. I suck at the backstabs. But no, but yes, any of you that has ever played a RNG heavy or a shooter looter or just your base, oh jeez, I should be dead from that. Like he owned me. He should have gotten that punished. That was, ooh, buddy. But no, I really don't understand the design decision. Like, did they? Because again, here I am, and I'm either over-leveled, or not online, or just don't want to do PvP. So now my only other option is to farm this relatively uncommon enemy. Oh crap, I'm going to die. What the heck? Man, oh my gosh. It's bullcrap. It's like, oh, you want to attack my friend? I'm going to clip through him and hold up my shield. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did bounce off the one attack I was able to pull off, and I'm like, that's bullcrap. Whatever. But no, like here, I'm fighting the same two guys over and over for like 7 hours, and that is never a fun thing. I mean, I don't risk losing anything because the bonfire's right here. I do like that they made these, like, each of these Covenant enemies does have a bonfire near an ideal position. Like the human dregs, there's a bonfire inside the castle behind me, and right outside it is 3 of the type of enemy they'll drop. The human dregs. So it's go bonfire, kill these 3 dudes, rinse, repeat. Like here, I'm doing the same thing. Like, reset everybody, get up, maybe pop a coin. Not that I really see a big difference in drop rate. I mean, with all this gear, I up my drop rate by 200 points. Adding another 50 seems like just excess. But, like, I really feel like this is to pad out the PvE experience. Because if you're PvP and the game just came out, you're good. You're golden. Even if you're not good, you'll be matched with other players, and eventually you'll get your 30. But like, if you don't want to do PvP, you're stuck doing days of grinding. Or waiting till New Game Plus, or New Game Plus 2, where you've got, like, the covetous gold ring that ups your item find by, like, anywhere between 50 and 100 and something points. Which is great and all, but I don't want to have to go a New Game Plus bajillion or whatever just to be able to farm these guys a little easier. I mean, by that point, why not just do what I'm doing right now and farm them now? Like, why play the game 4 times to grind when I can just grind now? I mean, I might grind an extra hour or 2 to get those extra couple that the increased drop rate will have given me. But at the same time, like, even say it makes me grind for an extra hour or so, I'm still going to be grinding less than I would have. I mean, which is a shorter time, 20 hours or the couple hundred it might take me to go through New Game Plus 2 and be able to get, like, the covetous gold serpent ring plus 2 or 3, or and I think all the plus 3 rings are in the DLCs, so I don't even have to go to New Game Plus except to get boss items. And apparently the community is still alive enough that there's a trading thing. The Crystal Sage's rapier was behind. Like, he gives you a spell. Oh, crap. He can give you a spell or the rapier. And I saw you trying to pull your BS tactics. 2 shots. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, the trading things in this game, because you can actually drop items, and thank you to the player that helped me a couple of weeks ago, because I had been rapid tapping the A button, the X button, and Crystal Hail is the spell that the Crystal Sage's Soul can give you. And it was right at the beginning of the menu, and I accidentally picked it up instead of the rapier. And the only other way to get the rapier would have been to do New Game Plus, fight the Crystal Sage, and then select the rapier. But there's a way for people to, like, drop you an item. So there was a guy that was really helpful, taught me how to be able to do it, what settings I needed to use to be able to do it properly. So, if he ever sees this episode, thank you very much. I have pretty much had this rapier on my person the whole game. How did he hit me? What the heck? Okay, I'm getting these weird... Oh, what the heck? No, that was me that time. Ah! Okay. Just die. Oh my gosh. But see, this one can get stunned well enough. That other guy is like... Again, like 1 in 10-ish. He just... Abilities he has go just a little quicker, a little sooner. Like there, he was switching up his style. Like, I haven't had to grind anyone else except the Deacon dudes, and they only have like 2 different moves. Whoa, I went way far up that hill for no reason. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, what the heck? Super jump. Bullcrap. F you. How many attacks do you get? 4? But no, these guys are not hard. Not... But I mean, it's an uncommon enemy in only a couple areas of the game that I can tell. Like, even here, there's like 10 deacons inside, but there's just the 3 silver knights, so I am under the assumption that silver knights are a relatively rare enemy with an also relatively rare item? With an also... No, it's a super rare item, because it seems like they're the only enemy that drops it, which is great. But if you're gonna make a rare item, a rare drop chance, and a rare enemy, things aren't going to go well for your players. And I neither like nor am good at the PvP in this game. So for me, this is my only option. Like, I like that they put it in there, because from a design aspect, or even a gamer aspect, I look at and I'm like, game servers get discontinued, players finish the game and then just stop playing. That was weird. I meant to go around him instead. I went like into his body. It's gonna take just long enough to get to me. Oh. Someday I will learn proper backstabbing on... I mean, what's sad is in the time it'll take me to do the animation for the backstab, I can just hit them twice with my little cross slash thingy and get the job done. So, whoop. But no, just... there's a lot of RNG involved with these guys, and I don't like it. I feel like it's kind of overdone or underdone. Like, look at that. Like, just from that guy, I got half his gear, plus the Titanite shards that I don't need at this point in the game. I should pay attention to how many souls this guy gives me. 3,700? I thought it was only a couple grand. So at almost 4,000 souls a piece, I mean, I'm at 250,000. That's almost 5 levels. I don't need that many souls at this point in the game right now. Wow, I'm just repeating myself, and it's not fun, and I'm just... I wish there was a... like, I've done PvP, but again, the game is an old enough game that... oh, come on! That should have been easy backstab, but no. Like, large Titanite shards at this point in the game, yes, that should be a drop from these guys. But, like, just the base ones? Like, 2 and 3 drops seems a little excessive to me. I don't know about you guys. I mean, it helps you get +3 weapons, but at this point in the game, I have so many of these that it's not even worth... Whee. Oh, come on! I mean, I'm actively trying. But see, the helmet, the legs, the chest armor seems a little less common, which, whoop. Oh, that's bullcrap. More legs. But see, the problem is a couple more kills and then sell, because each of the items they're dropping me, their gear, is worth 500 souls a piece. I mean, I'm at the point where I want to spend all of these souls on like anything but levels, just so that I can like bank them for later when I actually want to level. Because as it is, I'm gonna find a boss that I want help with, and I'm gonna be too far outside of other players' levels at that point to be able to get aid or to be able to help other people, and that kind of sucks. Again, I feel like at the heyday of this game, this system worked pretty well. Like, you'd maybe grind these guys for their gear, maybe over the course of an hour or so you'd get one of the item they wanted, and that'd be enough. The heck? But see, there he goes again. Most times I hit him once or twice, he gets stunned. This time though, he's like, no. The stun will not happen the same time as always. Where's this guy? And there's the chest piece. So bam, I have found their entire gear set probably a couple of times. No. I don't know what that was. I think that... Yeah, I have found 5 of the chest pieces. I wasn't even paying attention to what I've been picking up. But no, just after now almost 8 hours of grinding these guys, I don't think I'm at 20. This video at this point is about 40 minutes. I haven't picked up a single one of the item I need, and I have been actively killing these guys the whole time. So now, from this, I've got 5 level ups, but none of the item I've been trying to get to show for it. And I do have their Covenant equipped at the moment, but because of A, my level, and B, the fact that the game's kinda dead, there's no one here to play. Like, or the people that are here that I would get summoned to fight or defend are people that have played the game a lot and are just way better at than me. Know every in and out, know how to tank those iframes way better than I do. Like, in that 7 hours today, I have gotten, or 8 hours, I have gotten 1 summon. And I was not the only person summoned. There were 3 people against 1 little red dude, and he kept running, and it was just a pain in the butt. It wasn't fun. Like, I could take the guy on my own, and then he'd get within, like, a sliver and roll away. And not even heal up, just run. Running away. And it would drive me nuts, because then I'd run out of stamina chasing him. One of the other guys would come up, start beating him senseless. Ugh. It was just... Come on, buddy. I want to come down here. That way I can just bonfire the second after I kill you. The helmet and the chest. Like, I'm hoping to get at least one of this item during this video. And I might have gotten 1. But like in the last 8 hours, I've picked up 10. 1 of those was from the summon. So, just about like 1 drop every hour. I feel like if I was dropping the coin, like the coin only lasts for maybe a minute. So it's like a run and a half of these guys, depending on how fast I can kill them and get back to the bonfire and reset them. The heck? Why'd you fly so far away, buddy? Oh. Like, I'm gonna get to the point I'm gonna be able to level up just by selling off their junk. But like, I'll pop the coin. This puts me at 350 instead of 300 on my item find stat. But that's not fun to me. Why is he still way up there? Like, usually he chases me. Whatever. More Titanite shards. Yay. But I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? I know a couple of you watch on YouTube. I know 1 or 2 of you might watch my reruns on Twitch, so please let me know what would you do to change this particular system. And for those of you that are like, oh, filthy casual, or never played Dark Souls 1 or 2, the drop rates are always terrible, and I'm like, then that means they didn't even try to fix it. And, sorry, and I would like to know, why not? Like here, I'll probably kill this guy, and that would have been that. Yeah, but see, now he's changing up his crap. That attack really hurts. Like, he actually is changing up his attack patterns. Almost like he's tired of me murdering him. But see, look at that. Now he's got hyper armor. Super armor. Oh, crap. But I don't get it. Like, he's been changing up his attack style more often than I have gotten his drop. And I don't like that. I'm sorry, guys. This has been all about me venting and ranting. And what I would do to change the system, so that I'm not just a nitpicker, is either, A, increase the drop rate. Like, the Titanite shards have a ridiculous drop rate. I shouldn't be getting them every single time. They shouldn't even be part of the loot table at this point in the game. Unless part of one of the game mechanics is, like, there's a weapon that gains power for, like, every level 3 weapon in your inventory or something. Make large Titanite shards like a 50% drop. Each piece of their gear. No. Maybe 25% for the Titanite shards, 10% or 20% for each gear piece. But like this 3% drop rate at maximum, like 3%, I shouldn't have to farm like a bajillion of these guys to get one drop. Not when, at the same time, you're also saying, oh yeah, you need 30 of this item to get the Covenant fully mastered. Like, that's ridiculous. I would probably make that drop rate... Like, I don't want it to be more efficient than the PvP, because then I feel like I'm punishing my PvP guys. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like you're punishing PvE players for being cautious. I mean, here I'm finding these tough enemies. Yes, I'm getting XP, but I'm not trying to farm these guys for XP. I'm trying to farm them for this item, and the XP is an unfortunate side effect. Like, I don't want to power level, but at this point, I've pretty much bought everything. So what else would I spend 300 something souls on? I mean, of course I'm gonna buy levels. If I can afford to buy a level, especially since I want my overall gaming experience to be I can equip everything. I want to be able to run every kind of build. Like, am I gonna go 40 faith? Probably not. Am I gonna go 40 luck? Probably not. But 40 strength, 40 luck, not. 40 strength, 40 dex, maybe 25 or 30 in the other 3 major stats, and then 30 or 40 health and everything. Like, everything at 30. And I'd still be... I can do that right now, and I don't want to. But the game is giving me no other choice, no option. It's like, oh, you don't want to become some overpowered Herculean badass? Well, too bad. That's your option. I can't... Like, I either do PvP, and at that point, it's a 50-50 whether or not I'll get the item, win or lose. Or I do this option where it's not 50-50, it's 1 in 100. And that is not... Like... I'm going from a guaranteed 50-50 to a much less guaranteed 99-1. And that is not good. I mean, in the last 50 minutes, I have probably killed at least 100 of these guys. And I might have picked up one proof like just before I started or just after. But, well, no. Let's say 2 on the small shards, and I just put, like... How are you doing that? That was... I don't know why I went into him. Nope. Get your pokes away from me. But see, and then he's got that one that, like, loses my lock, which is weird. Like, the camera tries to follow him and then just, like, quits. I mean, my like, one of my fingers is cramping up because I've been hitting my attack buttons so many times against these guys, and I'm like, I should not be cramping in the time it takes me to get one item. Like, if it was some all-powerful god weapon, it had like a 1% drop chance. But I mean, I've gotten weapons from enemies I didn't even know had a weapon. Like, apparently, the weapons are usually a pretty decently high drop rate. And I've gotten most all of them. Oh, you've got some sort of, like, dodgy move. Okay. How? Like, I can't even see where my character is, and I'm still able to get hit at that point. That's shady. Okay. But see, because all the Covenant things are very close to bonfires, that's to make it more efficient. Like the Deacons have a bonfire right in a boss room. You'll walk outside, there's 3 of them facing away from you, so you can backstab one, kill the other 2, and each of them has a chance to drop the Covenant item for human dregs. Cool. And then you go reset and do it just like I am with this. Just like here, all I gotta do is respawn at my bonfire, go up the stairs, fight the guy I need to fight. The problem with this is I have legitimately the highest drop rate chance I can get at this point in the game without doing a new game plus or doing some serious late game DLC grinding. Or like going to the end of the game and going straight from like loot drop chance plus 0 to loot drop ring plus 3. It's like that's not what I want. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to at this point. Just, this is frustrating. And I get it. Maybe the game's like, hey, there are better drop rate items if you do, you know, new game plus 2 or 1 or whatever. But that's not what I want. Oh, he's changing up his dodge pattern. Ow. And then it's even worse if, say, he drops loot and then I die. Because that's a potential drop that I don't get. Because if you die, the loot's not there anymore. Which is fair to me. Just in case. What the heck? Way over here, you're still able to hit me. It's bull crap. But no, just... The other option I would use is for every one of these enemies I kill that doesn't drop the Covenant item, the Covenant item's drop chance increases. I feel like that's a little more complicated than just boosting their drop rate in the first place. But who knows? I'm not a programmer, so it could be that Or maybe they just really wanted the PvP to appeal. But the PvP is good in this game. It's challenging. It's... I mean, being invaded is not rewarding at all. None of the covenants are, hey, you killed a guy invading you, cool. You get the pros and cons of invading someone else. Like, there is an item that you invade another person, and if you kill the host of the game world, you get one of the covenant items. Yay! Downside is, if you are invaded and you kill a guy, you don't get any of the covenant items. Like, I am still killing another player in the game world. Why do I not get credit? I mean, I don't know. And that's the frustrating part. Like, I feel like right now I am being punished by the game for not doing the PvP, by not getting summoned to another player's world to help them 2 against 1 an invader. The problem with that is it's obvious that that whole system was designed, like, these PvE enemies have the drop chance so that if the servers get bogged down and no one can get on, or they get disconnected, or in my case they're pretty dead, the game's pretty old, this is about the best way to get these covenant items. But wouldn't you make it easier? Like, I feel like when the covenants were brand new, they were a lot easier to get these items. But here I am, and the emergency way to get them is super hard. Like, I've spent 7 hours fighting these guys, and I haven't spent that much time fighting any of the bosses. I mean, yes, the bosses are RNG too, but they have a pattern. These guys have a pattern. The drop rate doesn't have a pattern. But yeah, those are my 2 options. For every non-drop you get, their drop chance increases, or for every... or you just increase their base drop rate. Like, I could decrease their set drops. But, like, the Black Knight apparently drops his weapons and set, and they're pretty good. But I've only ever fought 2 of him, and I've already got his full set after... I didn't grind him. I just fought him maybe 8 times because I kept dying to a boss, and I had, like, there was him right there, and I'm like, you know what? His gear was pretty good. But I'm like, each time I killed him, I was guaranteed a drop of his gear, it seemed. I got both his weapons. I got, well, I think I got 1 weapon from him. It's just, I don't understand. Okay, I guess I will stop my ranting. I don't want to be one of those guys that... this system sucks, and then just doesn't offer a constructive criticism. And these arguments have probably been made over and over the last, how old's this game? 4 or 5 years? Easy? I mean... And you still see phantoms, so there are still newbies playing, and people making brand new characters to try out brand new builds, and I'm too lazy for all that. I don't want to have to go through the first half of the game like 8 times just to get a different build. So what I'm going to do is something really stupid. Level all the stats to 40, pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels. I'm now level 112. Wow, strength gives me so much defense, though. 1, 2, 3... Plus 3 to all my defenses is pretty nice. I mean, I'm even getting defense against fire? What? Oh, because it goes up 2, except that one. 3, 2, 2, 2, okay. I forgot strength actually gives you strength actually gives you strength. No duh. Strength actually gives you defense. But like here I need like almost 80,000 souls to level up one more time.
Ah, how?
I have almost 40. So let's see just how much. We'll sell those because I already put a bunch in the vault. Not the vault, but you guys know what I mean. We were at 39 and like a little change. I mean, the shield seems to be the rare drop because I only picked up 3. I picked up, what, like 12 helmets? Seven chest pieces, 7 to 10. Yeah, so the helmet seems to be the common drop. Each of the chest... Oh, the legs are definitely a common. Okay, so shields are rare-ish. Helmets are common. Legs are common. Gauntlets and the chest piece are uncommon. And then there's like the super rare. But I'm back up to what? Yeah, that was worth 20. I was at 39. I'm at 67, so pretty much 27,000. Frick! I did again! The helmet drains your health, even when you're in a menu. Stupid me. The only time it doesn't drain your health is if you are leveling or in the menu at a bonfire. That was stupid of me. But yes, so I just got almost 30,000 souls. I can almost level up again based on just the crap I sold. I have sold so much stuff. I have sold half a level's worth of junk. Over the course of 8 hours, I've probably made 3 or 4 levels off of just their gear that I don't need. And it's really frustrating. I could technically just let myself die again and not get these souls back. But at that point, that is me actively telling the game, no, don't give me all these cool souls you're giving me. And no. Like, if it's gonna give me this experience, I should spend it, shouldn't I? If it would up the drop rate of the item I'm farming these guys for, I wouldn't have to keep getting all this experience. I mean, technically, I could just run off a cliff twice. Once to drop my souls, and then once to make them go away forever. But then that's me fixing a perceived issue. And I'm like, but I shouldn't have to worry about an issue like that. That's not my fault. I'm grinding these guys because it's taking forever for them to drop what I need. Not the fact that... Whatever. I will let you guys go. I will probably do another video stream for tonight once I am hopefully either done farming or whatever. YouTube, I could probably cut out half this video for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. I should have only done this video for like 20-30 minutes and then just cut it. But I'm really happy that my setup is working. And everything looks good, and everything is running at full FPS and all that jazz, so the next video will hopefully either be a little more actiony or shorter. I can promise you that. So with that, guys, if you have any comments, please let me know. I would love the contact, like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff you hear. If you're watching on Twitch, please tell me what I could do better to catch your interest. I know this video is probably not the most fun to watch, but maybe I can at least be something fun to listen to. If there's something you guys would like me to talk about while I'm doing... Oh, crap. While I'm doing a farming run like this, please let me know. Ow. But see, lightning blade takes me down by so much. With that said, guys, I will let y'all go. Lights out.